A great new tool is now available, the Globcon controller. From the Settings menu, let's select Preferences. On the main tree, select Services Remote Controller. Among the several Ethernet adapters you have on your system, select the one you prefer to be used from Globcon controller, knowing all the external browser will need to reach that IP address. Specify which port should be used or leave the default one, 9091. Click on the Active button in the top and then on Apply in the bottom of the Preference panel. You will see two new buttons appearing on the main Globcon bar. Those are the ones to manage the Globcon controller. Clicking on the first one, the small faders icon, the remote controller mapping page opens. The first tab is Assign, the one we learn in this tutorial. It offers two subtabs, Channels and Functions. Channels is divided in three subtabs, offering the mapping of 12 layers of 8 channels each, shown in columns. Functions offer the possibility to map 12 different user-defined commands. Let's go on with few examples, starting with some channels. From a Prodigy MP, we multi-select the first 8 flex channels. The current multi-selections automatically appear on the channel column of the remote controller mapping page, allowing easy drag and drop towards the desired layer and channel. Let's select the subtab layer 1 through 4, drag and drop flex channels 1 to layer 1, channel 1. We can also select a bunch of channels, drag them and decide the channel start, just dropping the selection where we want. We can then give a name to the layer, for example, MP Flex 1-8. Let's close the mapping page and click on the second icon, the globe, to open our standard browser on the URL of the Globcon controller. From the browser, select the first layer and control the desired channels, maybe resizing the dimension of the window to see them all at once. Any adjustment happening on the Globcon controller operates as if it was done on Globcon and vice versa. Let's now add other channels, multi-selecting Flex 9 through 16, opening the mapping, drag and dropping the whole set of the 8 channels to the first channel of layer 2, and label it MP Flex 9-16. Then finally click on Close. Opening the controller again, we see now 2 layers are mapped, and selecting the second one, Flex channel 9 through 16 are under our control. On an iPad connected via Wi-Fi, we type the IP address in use for the Globcon controller on the Mac or PC running Globcon, followed by column and the port, in our case the default one, 9091. Globcon controller is now running on both the browsers, the one on the iPad and the one on the Mac. We could add as many browsers as we want, using any kind of tablet, smartphone, or any Mac, PC, or Linux computer. We just need a standard internet browser. Let's now map some groups, multi-selecting them on Globcon, opening the mapping, dragging and dropping them on layer 3 of the first controller and label them accordingly. Prodigy groups offer fading, and the relevant command appears as an F on the remote controller. Take a look at the channel label on the controller. It is indicating while fading is going on, and the prefix out is added to indicate the channel is currently faded out. The F button is lit blue background to indicate the fade-in function is ready to be invoked. Let's now map a couple of matmix masters to the layer 4 of controller 1. On the controller, we now see a new icon available on the 2 channels hosting the masters. The orange arrow is the spill command, allowing the user to spill that master and control all the channels contributing to that master, with levels, mute, and pan. If the spilled channels are more than 8, just click on the right arrow to move the control to the next set of 8. Click on the left arrow to go back, and on the return icon to exit the spill and get back to the layer we were before starting the spill. Let's now assign a snapshot recall to one of the 12 available functions on the first controller. From the Snapshot tab in Globcon, we select the first one, and from the trigger box we select Assign Remote Controller, followed by the selection of the controller and the desired function position. From the sub-tab Functions of the mapping, we double-check the assignment has been correctly done, and we might edit the name. We repeat the same operations for the second snapshot. We can now recall the two snapshots from any of the active controller, and that is confirmed by the Globcon floating item last recalled snapshot. Several other operations can be mapped to any of the function buttons on the remote controller, such as the solo modes and the solo clear of the Prodigy MP. Just right-click on them and make your choice. Globcon layout recall and many others. The remote controller is not tied to any specific device, but can control any combination of devices managed by Globcon. Let's now add a bunch of MADI outputs from a Prodigy MC, mapping them on layer 5 and 6 of the first controller. We can have up to 16 different controllers, and we might want to give them names of specific users. Let's give Luca the first, John the second, and Mark the third. It's clear any controller has independent mapping, so any user has all and only the required controls. Once open the browser, just select the desired controller using the arrows to scroll them from 1 through 16. In the next tutorial, we will learn how to link OSC or MIDI hardware controllers to add tactile feelings to the Globcon controllers. Powerful, easy, Globcon.